What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. I am getting this video out so much later than I wanted to, so I really apologize about that. I am actually coming back from a little bit of a mini vacation with my family. We just went to Florida for a couple of days, and I'm back in Texas and stuff like that. But anyway, my flight just kept getting delayed, and I was like, man, I need to make a video. Like, I was trying to make a video at like 1 p.m. for you guys. That's when I was expected to get back, but my flight kept getting delayed. But better late than never, I guess. Going to try to get up extremely early tomorrow and get a video out first thing in the morning for you guys, so we'll have all day to get that video in. But nonetheless, we'll have plays today, and you guys will have about 3 or 4 hours to lock those in. So, hopefully that'll be okay for you guys. We do have some setups actually going into the weekend, which is nice on the VIP. You guys can see correlated League of Legends, both hit. We need CFL to come through. We need Valorant to come through, both correlated, right? I actually want to talk about, some of these Counter-Strike picks, because we've been seeing a lot of opposite correlation with Counter-Strike, which is frustrating, but it is part of the game. That is the name of the game with correlation. You're supposed to see red, and green, right? If there's one word that defines the VIP, that defines my strategy, our betting strategy, whatever it is, this channel, it is correlation, and correlation is meant to go red, or green. I'm hoping for that to happen, because that means these things move together, or they move together, right? If one thing happens, then the other things are expected to happen, right? So I would take the overs, the unders would hit. I would take the unders, the overs would hit, stuff like that in Counter-Strike. But you guys, Counter-Strike, I've been doing for like a year and a half now, and it works long term. Just trust me on that. This entry in the top right was actually a crazy heartbreaker, because I thought we hit it up until it ended up in my PrizePicks account, and I was like, where'd that hit go? Like, what happened to it? I thought this guy had 7 headshots map 1. He ended up getting 9 headshots map 1. I don't know whether I read it wrong or something. So I thought he actually barely went under at 16. He barely goes over at 18. So that's frustrating there. And I'm talking a lot, so I apologize. But also, like I said, had some stuff go on, and I actually sent this out at about 11 because I knew I probably wasn't going to get a video out till later. My favorite play of the day happened at 2 p.m. It was Zamaluk, and he ends up going over here, and I sent it out to my Twitter guys. I sent it out to my free winnable. I sent it out to on a YouTube post also. So I tried to get it out as much as possible. I really loved this play up until I really loved this play, and it happened at 2 p.m. And so I tried to get it out to as many people as possible. If you tailed it, great. We are set up with the Tyrese discount later today. If you did not end up seeing it, I really apologize. I try to get it out to as many places as possible. But again, we'll have more opportunities like this, guys. Don't worry. And, finalizing yesterday, we had Sabrina to go over. Still love the play. And then we have Pez to go over. He ends up with 14 kills. I told you guys yesterday, I think JDG was either going to 3-0 we, or they're going to 2-1 we. They end up 1-2ing we, so they only win 1 game. So he loses 2 out of the 3 games, and he still gets 14 kills. If this guy would have won 2 of the 3 games, or 3 out of 3 games, he for sure would have went over 2 and 1. If he went 2 and 1, he probably would have ended up with like 20 kills. If he won all 3 games, he could have even ended up with like 30 kills, guys. So he loses the games. Again, if you looked at every single sportsbook yesterday, they had JDG at least winning 2 games, and JDG to win the series was like minus 300, okay? So they were very favored. They end up losing. It's been weird, right? There's been a lot of different, like, weird little things happening this week with, like, different underdogs winning, and then like sometimes the overdogs will just completely sweep the floor, and it's just been kind of a weird week to read in League of Legends. I will say the performance since May 1st, we're up about 35 units so far since May 1st, so that's like 35 days, so about a unit a day is what we're averaging. I try to average at least like 50 units a month when you look at the whole span of a month. So a little bit below that here, but still very profitable over the course of the last like 35 days, right, you guys? And I do want to talk about Canadian football today, okay? Before I do that, let me go ahead and announce the giveaway winner. All right, so it's going to be Let's Sit. I do not know how to say your name, but I do see DFS at the end. So if you're a long-term DFS player, that's cool. Go ahead and text me, and I'll give you that free week of the VIP. Appreciate you commenting and liking on the video. And he says, coming back to the States today, I'll try to tail what I can. All right, so go ahead and text me. I'll get you that free week of VIP. Again, if you guys want to get entered into today's giveaway, all you have to do is like and comment on this video. All right, so let's talk about CFL, because we are going to get into the CFL. Let's actually let's talk about the CFL play that I'm actually going to go with. And then I do have 2 plays today, okay? I have a CFL 4-man, and then I have an NBA and League of Legends 2-man, okay? So CFL plays, guys, I'm very excited for the CFL to start. I did not realize, but the CFL is actually going all the way until the middle of October. They play like a full 17 or 18 game slate, so that's actually crazy. So technically, football is completely back. Technically, it's completely back because middle of October, obviously, is going to be full swing college football and NFL. But nonetheless, it's just going to be fun to have another sport going, have another correlated sport. And if you guys know, football is the best thing to use with correlation, and it's like my #1 sport paired up with League of Legends, right? So we have CFL. CFL is actually very fun to watch. It's very similar to like a college football. It's very fast paced. They only have 3 downs to score. 3 downs to get a first down, and there's also pre-snap motion. So the receivers are like at a running start. They're like completely running when the ball is snapped, which is crazy, and there's a lot of passes going on, okay? So we have a full 4-man same game correlated play right here. We have 2 guys on Ottawa to go over pass yards and receiving yards, and then we have 2 guys on SSK to go under, okay? SSK to go under, OTT Ottawa to go over, right? So we have Drew Brown over, we have Khalil Pimbleton to go over, and then we have Trevor Harris under, and we have Samuel Emilis to go under receiving yards as well. This is very correlated together, right? We have a quarterback receiver over, we have a quarterback receiver under, right? The better the quarterback does, the better his #1 receiver is going to do. The worse a quarterback does, the worse his #1 receiver is going to do. Now, these guys are also playing each other tonight at about 8 p.m., right? 8 p.m. Central Time. So if one team does very good, they're going to have a lot of passing yards. If the other team does not do very good, then they are not going to have many passing yards, right, guys? So there's a couple game scripts that can play out in this favor, right? If Ottawa gets behind, they're going to have to pass a lot more to get into this game. If SSK is in the lead, they're going to run the ball more. They're going to chew the clock, guys. Football is football, right? If they're in the lead, they're going to run the ball more. If they're behind, they're going to throw the ball more. So we have two teams playing each other, and if we get in that situation where Ottawa needs to throw the ball late, that's going to add more pass yards to Drew Brown. That's going to add more yards to Pimbleton, hopefully. And then that's going to actually, Trevor Harris is not going to throw as much if they're winning in this game. And then Samuel is not going to get as many receiving yards, okay? So again, if you tune into a random video in October and November, I'm saying this exact same stuff about college football, about Jackson Dart this year, about Cam Ward this year, about, whoever in the NFL, about Mahomes, whatever it is, I'm saying this exact same stuff, okay? It is Canadian football. It is the same thing. Football is football, guys. And actually, Canadian football is, like I said, very fast-paced, like college football, which college football season, guys, we absolutely dominated. We crushed it. If you guys were with me through the months of, like, September through, honestly, like, December, even longer than that, guys, we went up, like, 300 units or something like that, maybe even more. I wanted to show you guys last year of this exact date, okay? Actually, technically it's the 6th, but the 6th of June last year is when CFL started, okay? And from the 6th of last year, this 2024, we are up about like 80 units or whatever it was. And by the end of the season in the CFL, we went up to 317 units, okay? So we went up 240 units in about a 4 to 5 month span in the CFL season. So that on average, like I said, is about a 55 unit month every single month, right? And if you guys don't know what a unit is, you guys can look it up, but it's pretty much how much you're betting on every single entry. So some of you guys bet $5 a unit, some of you guys bet $10, $15, $20 a unit, right? So you'd pretty much just multiply how much what your unit size is. So if you're a 20 unit bettor, you would multiply $20 times this amount, and that's how much you would be up by October 5th of last year, right? So big money to be made in CFL and different things like that. If you guys want to get 2 free months of my VIP, like I said, football's already kicked off, guys. We got the CFL starting up, which is going to be very, very important to making our profit, right? Every single weekend, we're probably going to have an additional 6-7 CFL plays out now. So if you're interested in that, all you guys have to do is text me the word profit to my number right here on the screen, and I'll get you guys 2 free months of the VIP for doing that for me. It's just signing up for ProfitX, putting $10 or more into ProfitX, and I'll get you into the VIP VIP for 2 free months. It is the easiest, the best way to get into my VIP. It takes probably 5 minutes or less to do so. Super simple. You just put money into an app. You know, I'm sure you guys have signed up for apps before, and all you guys have to do is text me one word to my number right here, and I'll get you guys in, okay? Second play, guys. I've been doing a lot of 1-play videos. We're maybe we'll start doing 2-play videos, okay? I'm actually going to take Halliburton under 17.5 points. I just have a feeling. I'm just seeing a lot of discounts. I'm seeing better discount him. I'm seeing, I believe, Sleeper discounted him, and I'm seeing PrizePicks discount him. For him to get 18 points versus OKC is actually going to be kind of tough, okay? They're playing on the road. It's OKC, the best defense in the league. I do not think Halliburton, that discount they had, 13.5, there's a chance he gets like 10 points tonight. The best case scenario for us, if we're taking this and we have the Halliburton discount, is for him to get either 14, 15, 16, or 17 points, because we would hit both entries, right? He would still go under 17.5, but he would go over that 13.5 for that discount, okay? So that's called middling. I don't do it much, but it's a cool strategy to use sometimes, right? So Halliburton under 17.5 points, we're going to lock that in for the NBA. I have a feeling. I also have some statistics to back it, guys. It's hard, honestly, with the statistics, because there's some games he does very well. There's some games he doesn't. Okay, so we're kind of using this as a hedge against the discount that was out, but also he's playing OKC, and you guys can see when he plays OKC, one game that he played this year, he only got 4 points. Okay, he got 4 points, and he shot 6 times. He only made two field goals. And then the other game he played in late March, so this is a little bit more recent, he only gets 18 points. So he goes above this by 1 point, guys. So just like one missed free throw or one different field goal or something like that, he would have actually went under this line here. So you guys can see his history versus OKC. He's gone 18, 8, 4, and 8. Okay, every single time he's played OKC. So I'm going to take the under. I think it's a strong thing versus the under. You guys can see overall they're very, very good against point guards, against overall all points. OKC has had a historically good defense this year, guys, and it's going to be hard for him to score on the road. The second play is going to be Septical 1 right here to go over 4.5 map kills. Pretty much they should lose both games. Not going to lie, if you look at the odds, they're favored to lose both games. They probably are going to lose both games, but Seb averages 3.3 kills per loss, okay? This is one of those players, he has a very high floor. Every single game, he's at least getting 2, maybe even 3 kills. He also plays aggressive champions, okay? He plays champions that get kills. My thing that I always do with top laners, I don't necessarily take top laners very much, because there's always a chance that they play a champion that does not get many kills, okay? And if you bet on League of Legends enough, if you watch League of Legends, you'll know what I mean. There's certain champions in the game, they just don't get many kills. He always plays champions that get kills, and he has a high floor, if that makes sense, right? Every game, he gets probably at least 2 kills, and then there's some games where he'll get 6 to 8 kills in a game, especially if they end up winning a game, which, like I said, is unlikely. But again, it was unlikely that we was actually going to win the series, and that's what happened, right? So anything can happen with these games, guys. But I'm taking him over. I like him all the way up to 5, all right? So 4.5, amazing play. 5, also really solid play. 5.5, maybe look at a different play, guys, okay? So these are going to be the 2 plays. Sorry for the long-winded video as well as the late video. Tomorrow I'll be up bright and early finding plays for you guys every single day. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.